Hello and happy Saturday night. Yep, we're back on schedule, Q. Saturday night at 7 o'clock, taking it to the nub. I had a busy week. Huge. And you're having a busy weekend.
I'm just trying to match you from last weekend, Jimmy. You were out partying with the big wigs. So I said, I can't let Jimmy one-up me. So I said, no, I got to come back harder this week.
Well, we'll talk about where you're at. You're up at the Queens Cigar Festival, Charlotte, North Carolina right now, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I think our guest is up there with you also.
That he is.
All right. So who we got on today, Q? I'm going to let you kick it off.
So, Jimmy, we have on one of my favorite people in the cigar industry, period, point blank. And I'm a little bit biased because he's from my city. We have the phenomenal Mr. Ron Brown from RTB Cigars on the show tonight. So let's bring him in. Let's show him how we do it on Taking It to the Nub on Saturday nights.
Let's do it. Let's bring in Ron.
Ronnie, you there?
Yes, sir. What's good?
And you got some sunshine up there right now. I thought it was raining in North Carolina.
No, man, it's shining bright. Those clouds are gone, man. It's a beautiful time, man.
That's what happened. You put a lot of smoke in the air from cigars. It just pushes everything away.
Yes, sir. Yes,
we had a little bit of a Florida weather pattern down here right now, Jimmy. You're familiar with that.
Mm-hmm.
So it gets extremely hot during the day. And at about 4 o'clock, the skies just opened up for about 30, 45 minutes.
Oh, wow.
And it's gone and the sun is out and it's a beautiful day.
Well, I'm happy that you had that. Now, yesterday, the Queen City Cigar Festival kicked off yesterday.
No,
Wednesday.
We've been going hard since Wednesday.
Oh, you've been doing this since Wednesday.
Yeah, my body feels it too.
I bet it does. Wow. I only did it. My things only went Friday night and Saturday last week, and I was beat. So make it good.
I'm not as young as I used to be.
No, none of us are. But we are awake this morning. We're here tonight. And Ron Brown, I've spoken to you in the past. We've had conversations, different groups and things, but we never really got down to talk together about your brand and some of your history in the cigar industry. And I also know you dabble in music.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. More than dabble, to be honest with you.
A little more than the dabbler?
Oh, yeah. A whole lot more than dabble. I actually went to school for music education.
Mm-hmm.
And I am currently the percussion instructor at Mount Pleasant High School, Mount Pleasant, North Carolina. I actually have my own indoor drum line that I started. It's a 501c3 program called Carolina Storm Independent Percussion. And I do studio work, musician for hire. I played on a K-pop song with a guy named K. Jong-joon on a song that was #1 in 30 countries.
Wow. Congratulations.
So, yeah, little more than a dabble, just a little bit.
Yeah. A little better than my crappy bass guitar playing I do.
Jimmy, you got the bass guitar, but you guys haven't heard me on the recorder. I'm a beast. So you guys. That's it.
Yeah, man.
You know how to get those holes closed up?
I sure do.
There you go.
Yeah.
So Q, are you guys related with the last name there? Do you know each other? You live in the same area?
We are brothers from another mother. Ron and I just happen to share that same great historical last name of Brown. But with that last name comes huge expectations. So you see, you got Ron Brown gone #1 in 30 countries. He's got Quinton Brown. I've gone Wood twice. So there's a lot of expectation with that last name.
Well, Ron Brown's been in 30 countries. You've been in about 30 states.
Close.
Like
I
30.
might have him there on the state. I might have him there on the state count, but that's about all I can hang my hat on. But Ron is well traveled yourself, sir. Would you give us a little bit of background on some of the states you have worked in, some of the states that you currently or that you've held accounts in, that you've had a chance to explore this beautiful country of ours? Give us a little bit of insight on what you're doing and where you've been on your cigar journey.
Yeah. So before the pandemic, I called it my world tour. It's like I blew up 2 cars, and my wife looked at me and she said, "You blow up another car, I swear." You better be calling me from the hospital. But I've held accounts North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Phoenix, Maryland, Florida, New York, and I think that's it. Oh, Texas. So, I've held accounts in all those states, and I've done my fair share of traveling, and but I will say this time around things are gonna be a little different. As you know, I've switched factories, and the best thing I can say about that is just the fact that we saw business differently, and I wished him the best. He wished me the best, and we went on about our business. And I wish him nothing but great success. And I'm living my dream. I'm living my best life. It's been amazing the number of phone calls that I've received. Just congratulating me and telling me, "Hey man, if you ever need anything, you give me a call." And I was honored, and I felt respected. I felt like I had done my job like I was supposed to in this industry, and being respectful truly to the craft, and that the decision I made was the right decision for me. I can't make a decision for anyone else. I got some calls that said, "Hey man, are you sure you want to do that right now? You got this event coming up. Do you want to do that?" And the best way I can put it is, if I feel something doesn't represent me, then I can't be true to it. And I have loyal followers that trust me to be the kind of person that I am. And there's no way in the world that I'm going to do anything else other than be who I am. And it would have been disrespectful for me not to do that. So I made the move with no idea where I was going. And I landed on my feet 100% in the best possible situation I could ask to be in. I currently work with 5 factories, but I am only making cigars with Chris Weber out of the Veritas brand. And we are doing 3 blends with him. Ish from Banff Cigars, Ishmael Olivan, doing 2 blends with him out of Dominican Republic.
2 very good people to be doing business with.
Yeah, and I mean, and it was crazy because I was on a live with Ish, and the funny thing was we had somebody that was going to be doing something at PCA, and I was serious. I said, Ish, maybe we should get together and do a blend to commemorate the activity. Ish goes, "Done." Now you hear people say stuff like that, right? And some of them are truthful, and some of them, they're just talking, because they're on a live. Sorry, somebody tried to call me just now. You guys still there? Okay, there you go.
Yep, that's why we're on live video. That's always good.
Yeah, someone tried to call me just now. But anyway, he calls me 2 days later, or starts sending me messages 2 days later, and goes, "Hey man, what's going on? We doing this?" And I'm like, "Oh, you were serious." He says, "I said done." I said, bro, you know how many people have told me done before and I've never heard from them again?
It's kind
They
of
said,
like
well, that's
setting
not
this.
me.
It's kind of like setting up this show tonight where I was like, "Are you there? Where are you? Oh, yeah, I'm here. We're gonna do this. Yes."
Yeah.
You must
And, you
have
know,
people not be truthful to you too much. You got to find new friends.
right. Well, the thing is, not only did we do one blend, but we did two. Two amazing blends, two great blends of cigars. Um, Two blends that I'm very proud to put the RTB name on. And, you know, a total of five as of right now. And there are five great, amazing blends that I feel just really represent me. Great construction, great draw. Everything is really, really fabulous. So I could not be more proud to have my name on these cigars.
So
And
the
there it
one thing that
is.
listen, the one thing that you have not shared with us is that you are also an expert ATV driver. I don't know what the hell you're in, but
I
I feel like you're in a dune buggy in the middle of the desert going over
Dude,
sand dunes right now.
Isn't
I
that what
am.
Charlotte? Charlotte's like they have paved roads in Charlotte, right?
Well, no, see, I'm on West Trade, right? I'm on West Trade, and we're going to what's that? 1601 West Trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know that's not too far from the college. You know, they got the doggone rail system, and so
Yeah.
I'm like bouncing around, and I'm in my truck that's really a mini truck, so it's lowered to the ground on 22-inch rims, bro. So I'm sitting here just like driving like I don't even know what's going on, bro. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'm at the
So
1700 block trying to find 1600 block.
so Ron, you obviously with the new blends, you're working with the two factories. But take us back to when you started. Take us back to the original blends that me and you sat down and smoked and chopped it up over. Talk to us about those original blends and how you got started on your journey.
So I have no idea where the heck I am, so I'm just gonna pull
Yeah,
over and
I
talk.
also want to know who his barber is.
Oh yeah, my barber's he's tight. He's tight.
I see that.
He gets paid well to do this. Um, so I wrecked my patrol car in pursuit of a suspected intoxicated driver. I can honestly tell you he was drunk off his behind, and he did get caught. Um, my friends and I, they would come and pick me up and take me to the lounge and do different things like help me out and help me get out the house and stuff like that. And you know, as I sat in that lounge, I just looked at my friends and I was like, man, I want to do this. And they're like, oh, you want to open a lounge? No, I want to be a brand owner. And at the time, I didn't know anybody who was a musician that really had his own line. I knew Jay-Z had did some collaboration with someone, but I consider Jay-Z an artist, not someone who plays, you know, guitar and stuff like that. And I didn't know about Avo at the time. And so the funny thing is, my friends look at me and they say, "Hey, man, how about you pop a pain pill, pour yourself a drink, and smoke a cigar and be quiet, dude. You're not going to own your own brand." Well, anybody that knows me knows the worst thing you could tell me is I'm not going to do something. I will look you square in your face and tell you,
Right.
I'll holler at you later when I get it done. And so that's honestly what happened. The pursuit of the dream of being a brand owner took place, and I am.
You're good.
Okay, cool. The pursuit of being a brand owner took place, and things just kept going. Things just kept growing, and I was really, really just going after what I knew I wanted to do and what I knew I could do, and went through some ignore. I went through a couple of different people that said they were blenders and they weren't blenders and stuff like that. And long story short, I ended up the stop before this one. I ended up at Cafe. Those blends that we smoked back during that time, man, they took me to a place that I was like, that's it, man. This is awesome. This is going to be amazing. I got nothing but great reviews. Everybody loved it. I was in Cigar Journal magazine, full page, not little corner, not the little bottom portion, a little top portion, full page in 2 languages. That's how much they really liked it, and listed it me as the up and coming, and got to look out for. You know, Fast forward a little more, and then we started the whole thing where, like anything in life, you grow up, you grow apart, and it is what it is. Which
Right.
brings us to where we are.
Now, with that being said, can we touch on the 2 names of the cigars that you had released with the previous blends that you had with RTB Cigars?
Yeah, that's not a problem. Because I named them. So Aria and Finale. Aria being the first movement in a concerto, meaning light, lively, kind of just really like the beginning or the introduction of the music. And that cigar was exactly that. It was light, had a little bit of flavor to it. It was something that you could really enjoy. Then you have the finale, which is pretty much the last movement of a concerto, whereas it has all of the different things throughout the actual concerto. It has the meat, the potatoes, the spice, the really oomph of what's going on, but yet it's not overbearing. And that's just what that cigar was. It was really a flavorful bomb that I thought was just really brought out some really good notes that I really enjoyed. So
now, I can tell you that having smoked both of those blends, your Connecticut that you had with the previous launch of RTB, that was an amazing Connecticut that you had blended right there, sir. So I must commend you on that. The Maduro was absolutely phenomenal as well. But just on a scale of 1 to 10, when we start talking about Connecticut's and the blend, you were spot on with what you had right there. So I just want to applaud you. And when I do finally get a chance to smoke these newer blends, I know that you probably put as much effort and energy into the blends of the new ones as you did the older launch when you were under Cafe brand. So,
well, I can tell you this. To be honest, I put more, and I'll tell you why. I have people that I call and I talk to that mentor me and help me to become a better brand owner. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I know everything, because I don't. When I first started, I was just like, I want the cigar to taste like this, and that's what I want. I couldn't tell you binder, filler, wrapper for nothing. I couldn't tell you anything about the cigar other than this is a Maduro, and or this is a Corojo, something like that. That's all I could tell you.
Were you able to pronounce the leaf names?
Not all the time, and heck, I really can't do it sometimes now.
Right.
But
that's
I mean, it was really a growth process for me, and with the new blends that I have now that are out, the Connecticut, I can tell you where I know where the Connecticut, what's binder, filler, wrapper in each one of them, because I requested it. I asked for it. One that I'm really excited about is the one that comes from Ish, where he did African.
Yes.
And I'm just talking regions, okay? So I'm not getting like specific within that region.
He does that complete 100% African leaf cigar. Different region.
Well, this one's very different. It is an African and Dominican filler with a Dominican binder and a Brazilian wrapper.
That's sounds like
it is a very different cigar. It's a very unique smoke. And because of that, I named it the Bala. The ballad is an African xylophone instrument. If you know anything about mallet instruments, all of the mallet instruments ring except for one, the xylophone. And that's because that instrument has its own tone, it has its own texture, it speaks, and when it speaks, people listen, or people can hear what's being done with that particular instrument. And because of that, that's why I named that cigar that, because it has its own uniqueness to it. It is a joy to smoke it every time I smoke it. And depending on what I drink, it pops out in that cigar. It just jumps out like it. You can drink a glass of water and it will straight open your palate. And I had a friend of mine, John Shadow, shout out to John. John is the one that is responsible for all the artwork you see, like the crossroads. And I'm going to speak on that too.
John McCadden asked that question. John McCadden wanted to know who did your new artwork.
He did. And I want to speak on that for a minute. Because, and y'all forgive me, I'm not looking at comments. I can't see comments.
Okay, I'll bring them up when they come up.
Oh, I don't need to see them. That'll just distract me.
No, I'll just mention them when they come up.
Okay. You know, John was there when I made that transition to a new factory. And, you know, basically it was like, man, I'm at a crossroads of what I'm trying to do. Where am I going? What am I trying to do? And I had a decision to make. Do I fold up shop and don't do this anymore? Or do I find another way to do it? Well, quit is not in my vocabulary. And I dare you to tell me I can't do something, because I promise you I'm going to get it done. You don't determine, or no one gets to determine the outcome of my life other than me. You can do whatever you want to do, whether it be negative, questionable, or even positive. At the end of the day, it's up to me to decide what happens to me. And John and I was talking, and he was talking about this artwork, and I commissioned or asked him or begged him or pleaded with him, please finish this. I think it's amazing. And I'm going to tell you, like, that was very encouraging for me, because, you know, that helped me move on to the next step. Not saying I wouldn't have done it without it, but I can tell you, John Shadow drew a picture that helped me. Every day when I get up, I look at it and go, I'm making the right decision.
Well, it's so good when you have friends and colleagues and brothers and sisters in Leaf that just jump in and help you out, and help you grow. We don't get to where we are without the help and support of many around us. And this industry is just loaded with support. You just ask for it, and you'd be surprised at how many people will come and help you and talk to you and work things out with you, share. Because it's all about, in the end, helping the farmers that are growing the leaf to sell their leaf. In the end, that's what it's really about. To keep those farms alive, to push those leaves out, and get those in this product that we love and adore so much. Sure. I'm going to take a quick break here and give a shout out to the sponsors. And when we come back, maybe you can give a little talk about, you talked about kind of how you get into it, but I'd like to know about how long you've been smoking cigars, and, you know, really what was your first true experience, enlightenment of a cigar when you had it.
Sure thing.
So today's show is brought to you by
Get ready, because Drew Estate is back better than ever. With a party so big that only the Lone Star State can contain it. Music, spirits, mouth-watering barbecue, cigars galore, and so much more. It'll be the most epic shindig there ever was. Barn Smoker presents Savage Feast, October 22nd at the South Fork Ranch, Dallas, Texas. Get your tickets now at barnsmoker.com.
And I can tell you, having just come back from the Florida Barn Smoker, you saw the article that I just put out on that. It was the best I've been to, but I've only been to the Florida one, so I can't comment on the others. But I will be at the Connecticut one, and that's going to be a blast too, and hopefully the Dallas Savage Feast. So if you've been on the edge, go get tickets, because you're going to love this. This is a celebration of 25 years of the largest cigar company in the world, who started with nothing and built this day by day. Today's show is also brought to you by.
Before you light your next cigar, be sure to check out Cigar Medics, the makers of the patent-approved humidimeter. The humidimeter is a tool designed to display the relative humidity inside your cigar. With this device, there's no more guessing. Simply insert the probes into the foot or cap of your cigar, and you can instantly know if your cigar is ready to be smoked. Buy now on cigarmedics.com and see site for other cigar accessories. With the humidimeter, you'll know when to hold them and know when to smoke them.
Get ready, because Drew is.
Before you light your
Wait,
next cigar, be sure
stop.
to check out Cigar Medics.
Why is my thing doing this? All right, we're gonna stop that share for a minute. I gotta re-cue that up. I apologize. Sometimes.
Hey, Jimmy.
things
So
don't-
while you're doing that, I'll go ahead and finish the commercial break and tell people that Cigar Medics commercial that you were just running, I have my humidimeter right here in my hand. And when I tell you it's a phenomenal tool to have when you're on the road, when you're in somebody else's humidor and you don't know, if they're taking care of their cigars and their humidor the right way, the humidimeter is an awesome tool to have on you. So please go out, get your humidimeters. I guarantee you that you'll thank me and Jimmy later for putting you on. They make a phenomenal product.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to get back to this. Okay, and today's show is also brought to you by Platinum Nova Cigars. Platinum Nova, family-owned and operated premium cigar company. Only the highest vintage tobacco and the most skilled hand workmanship go into the making of each Platinum Nova cigar. This results in a timeless blend of art and craftsmanship. The Nova brand and the family's work are a tribute and an honor to their grandfather, to always remember him and his infinite passion for the finest cigars. Their love of cigars started with their grandfather, a dedicated master blender and entrepreneur in the cigar industry. So the next time you're looking for an exquisite cigar experience, pick up a Platinum Nova. You can check them out at www.novacigar.com and on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Today's show is also brought to you by Rodriguez Cigars. The year was 1947, and the Rodriguez family began the masterful art of cultivating tobacco on their private plantation in the town of Siguane, Cuba. By 1952, La Finca Comencita employed over 20 workers and grew over 120,000 pounds of tobacco annually. 8 years later, the Cuban government nationalized the private plantation, and the Rodriguez family was forced to immigrate to the United States. By 1971, the family found a new beginning in the beautiful island of Key West and established the Rodriguez Cigar Factory in 1984. That factory stands now as the oldest cigar manufacturer in Florida Keys, and it preserves the historical manufacturing industry that began in Key West in 1831. As the years passed, new generations got involved, and now they're working with some of the best factories down in Nicaragua. And if you ever get down to Key West, please check out the Rodriguez Cigar Factory. For me, it's the only place in Key West to actually get your cigars. I'm actually smoking the Rodriguez cigars, Series 84 right now. It's one of my favorite cigars. You can check it out, and for $15, you could take a cigar tour where they will go walk you through their factory, and they'll give you all the seed to palate information you need, and at the end, you'll even get to roll your own cigar to take home. You can check them out at www.rodriguezcigarskeywest.com. And lastly, our show today is brought to you by our friends over at Cigar Clowns. Cigar Clowns is a Facebook group that is inviting everybody to come along on their journey to find the perfect cigar. And if you're lucky enough to get your hands on their limited releases, you know what's up. But when I talk limited, these things are not in the thousands and tens of thousands. They're short runs. They're curated by groups of people that support this team. And when they make a blend and they select a blend, that blend goes quickly. Okay. Stay tuned to their page on Cigar Clowns on Facebook, and when a run drops, you'll know it. Good conversation, great people.
ain't ready yet.
Smoking cigars, it doesn't get better. So they want to welcome all brothers and sisters of the Leaf who share the same love that we do for cigars.
I'm on a call. I got you.
To join them in the journey for the perfect cigar. With that, let's get back to Ron Brown. All right, apologize for that.
Hey, before we do that, hey. Oh, you're good. Hey, Q.
Yes, sir.
Yo, Q.
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Is it 1601 West or is it 1601 East?
1601 West. It's almost like right across the street from Johnson C. Smith. Are you in an orange, Jimmy?
Oh, well, I was there. I thought I was in the wrong place.
And
Sorry,
You're
Boston.
in the right. You're in
so
the right
folks,
place.
we're in the middle of this show. We're going to be walking into the Queen City Cigar Fest event with Q and Ron Brown. So it's going to be, like I said, it's a fun show because we're kind of mixing this together. So while we're trying to find our way to Queen City Cigar Festival, Ron, talk about your first experience truly with a cigar, and what do you remember what that cigar was?
Oh yeah, I remember it very, very vividly, to be honest with you. I was home from college, visiting some friends, and we're all having a good time. And my best friend says, "Hey man, we are going to go and smoke cigars," and I'm thinking, "Smoke cigars? All right, I'll give it a try." So we gonna go have this cigar. Everything's cool, blah blah blah, and yeah, I won't forget it. It was the Arturo Fuente with the lime green band on the foot. So I'm enjoying this cigar. Everything is great, and then I mess up, and you do your classic inhaling and stuff like that, and it just goes left really quickly.
That the double Chateau?
I believe so. I can't remember, to be honest with you, but I remember everything going left really quickly, and I end up puking my guts out. But then I get back up, and I was like, "I'm good. Let's go. Keep going." We finished the night out strong, and I just remember that because it was the first time my friends and I all got together since we had gotten out of high school, and it was just so much fun because I went away to school. My school was about almost 5 hours away from where I went to high school, so I didn't come home a lot. So I just, like I said, I just didn't come home a lot. So it was good for us to get together and have a good time and really just enjoy each other. And I didn't want me getting sick to ruin it for everybody, So that was my first experience of, truly smoking cigars.
And how many years ago is that? Maybe decade?
1992.
Oh, so you were right in the middle of the cigar boom. Things were very popular.
Yeah, it was 92.
Very good.
Yeah.
So Ron is on his way to, as Jimmy talked about previously, Ron is on his way to Queens City Cigar Fest. That is what we are here in the city of Charlotte celebrating. So if you guys cannot see over my shoulder, I have the beautiful skyline of Charlotte. That is what Ron is on his way to. We are here. Ron is on his way. He's driving his dune buggy. He's hit every pothole.
What building is that,
possible.
bro? Because I can't find it.
All I know is that if you're coming down the street, there's a whole bunch of murals on either on your right-hand side or on your left-hand side. I don't know which way you're coming, Ron.
It's on my right-hand side.
Okay, so it's in that building, literally right there as you're coming down that street where you see all the murals.
Oh, it's in that building.
It's in the building across the street from the murals. You got to go all the way up the parking deck, and it's we're in a big tent up here. As a matter of fact, while you're looking for that, I'm gonna pan around, let the people see.
Okay, I see you.
You see it? You got it?
Yeah, I'll come. I'm on the way up. So if I get cut off, I'll jump back on, but I don't think I'll get cut off.
No, you should be fine. You should be fine. So I'm going to pan around, let some of the people see. This is the all white.
Top of the parking deck.
This is on top of the parking deck. So we have the all white setup going tonight. And then if I pan around, Ron, Jimmy, you can see there's the beautiful city of Charlotte right there. So nobody has gotten in yet. We are here early. We have VIP exclusive early entry. As Jimmy has taught me very well, I am a young Padawan. Jimmy has taught me only do it if they're going to give you the early VIP entrance.
You're the man. You're the man, Q. All right. Good. I'm sure you'll have plenty of photos and you'll have an article up on Q's Corner on this one.
We're going to definitely do it. We're definitely going to do it. So yeah.
The Queen City Festival.
Now we just finished the one thing during the day. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You got the floor. Go ahead. Take it.
Oh, I was going to say, we just finished doing the one event that was during the day. It was at the brewery, and it was amazing. You know, had our tent set up and everything, and sales were great. People came out and they really supported and showed love, and that was just really awesome. I had a special sample pack that I was giving away that only had, it was total of 10 cigars, and in those 10 cigars, 2 of them are 2 that I was not actually I'm not releasing until PCA, and like coming through, and it was a great time. I had live music. It was amazing.
So that cigar that you gave out today, or you were selling, was just for the event, and you're going to be formally releasing that at PCA, those 2 blends.
Yeah, it was a gift set where you got 10 cigars and you got a glass, and it was a total of 10 cigars. You got the RTB glass, and you also got a 5-pack of cigars that I did for our troops, where, let's see, it's a total of 10, total of 10 cigars. And that 5-pack was, I'm doing where part of the proceeds go back to our troops. And the thing people don't understand about Cigars for Warriors is that, yes, they want cigars, they need cigars to send our troops, but they also can use the money because it costs money to send these cigars out.
Absolutely.
They can't just, send cigars.
No,
and then the U.S. government go, oh, don't worry about it. Your Cigars for Warriors. You don't have to worry about nothing. No, they still got to pay for that.
They spend thousands of dollars, to send cigars out.
Yeah.
We talked about that at the Drew Estate, the Barn Smoker, this last weekend. And yeah, that's to understand how that works. It takes a lot to make that happen. And you're absolutely correct. You're going to donate cigars to Cigars for Warriors. I donate. I also write a check. So
yeah, we're going to do probably in June or first part of July, just before going to PCA. Yeah, I let that slip. I will be at PCA.
That gift pack, by the way, sounds really dynamite for a Father's Day gift. We got Father's Day coming up in June, man.
Well, I tell you what, I'm trying to think. I may only have 4 left.
Oh Lord.
So it sounds like
time.
So it sounds like, Jimmy, what Ron is telling me, since I'm going to see him in about T-5 minutes, is that we may be able to get our hands on some exclusive Ron Brown cigars, is what that sounds like. So I'll work on that.
House. So we'll work that out, Q.
Okay. Because, me and Jimmy, we like exclusives.
Yeah, it's definitely exclusive because nobody else has it and nobody else is getting it until PCA.
Yeah, that sounds like we need to work that out ASAP. Jimmy, I'll get back to you on that as an aside. but Ron's got a little work to do, and we will have some exclusive cigars for me and Jimmie to be able to do some write-ups, some reviews, to make sure that we can get our wonderful guest that's on the show, Mr. Ron Brown of RTB Cigars, to make sure that we can get him his proper due.
Now, how many, what's the run on those you're gonna do?
You mean how many cigars am I making
Yeah, of those.
for that particular from the DR?
The PCA. For those two blends.
They're just going to be for lounge owners, so that's not going to be a limited run. That's going to be continual everyday run. There's not going to be a limit on that.
No, I'm just saying, what's your initial run gonna be? 5,000, 10,000?
Probably going to be more than that, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not taking that many. I'm not taking 5,000 to PCA, but I mean, I can't put a number on that right now just because I don't know. I mean, if things run great, it could be 15,000.
All right. He's got a signal going on until he gets on the roof.
Just to be honest with you, right now, like I said, we're gonna get everything squared away. Oh yeah, signals went out. She told me 4.
Yeah, we'll wait. We'll wait till Ron gets up on the roof. So Q, the best
guess
thing is
it's
get as much information as
told
you
me
can on that, so we know what to talk about.
Hold on, guys. I'll be here in a second.
Yeah, Jimmie, we'll absolutely work on that so that we can get that working. Meanwhile, Ron is getting his cardio in for the day.
So this
know,
is
right?
an all-white event. And what are you wearing, Q? What are you wearing? A white sweatshirt?
No, I've got on some exclusive Louis Vuitton
Brown,
Egyptian
Ron
cotton
Brown,
short
RTB
sleeve
Cigars.
shirt and a white pair of pants. That's all I got on, Jimmie. I came
Maybe
in
under
here
RTB
barefoot.
Cigars.
But no white hat.
No white hat. I had to switch it up. I had to be a little bit difficult.
I am on
Stand out, huh?
I got my VIP.
Had to. So yeah, we are reporting to you live, folks. We are at
Not a problem. Thank you.
Queen City Cigar Fest.
Y'all have a good evening.
Ron is getting checked in at the table for being a VIP and one of our title sponsors for
Hey, how are y'all
Queen City
doing?
Cigar Fest. So as soon as Ron can get done chopping it up and saying hello to everybody,
Oh, awesome.
we can
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. All right.
finish everything
Thank you.
up.
Thank you. Sorry about that, guys. Q, where you at? I'm coming to you.
Ron, I am over in the corner.
I see you. I'm on the way.
Yeah. Come over here so we can have a little bit of quiet, so everybody's not speaking to us.
Good music tonight.
There we go.
All right. So Queen City Cigar Festival about to kick off. I just lost my thing. We're having technical issues here today.
All right, I'm gonna shut mine down. So I'll be on cue.
Here we go. Mr. Ron Brown, Quinton Brown reporting live. Jimmie.
All right. Look at this. Look at this.
So I believe this might be a first ever in the show's history, Jimmie, where we were in the middle of an interview and we brought the interview to the interviewee. So I think that might be a first. You know, we're breaking records over here. Stogie Press 2022. We're trying to break numbers this year, man.
There we go. And we're doing a good job of that, I can tell you.
Hey, I'm glad I could help. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I can help y'all, break into this new way of doing things, man.
That's it. And when you go see your friend Chris Webber, just tell him Boston Jimmie said that. That's all I know.
So
how familiar are you with Chris Webber and his
familiar. You.
I'm not familiar at all, Jimmy. Honest to God, that's the first time I've actually heard the name.
So Chris Webber is known for throwing some of the most epic parties, cigar parties in Vegas at PCA, Cigar event. They were epic.
Really?
So much epic that there was one time where he got kicked out of Caesar's Palace because there were so many people in the room that smoke. He has smoking room, but there's no ventilation. So the whole room was filled with smoke. And then when the door opened, the smoke poured out into the hallway and set off the fire alarm.
Wow.
And the Las Vegas Fire Department came, the police came, they came up and they eventually kicked him out. He said, but it's a smoking room. And he said, yeah, if you're having a bachelor party with 12 guys, not with 100. So, yeah, it's a good story. I'll always bring that up when I hear Chris Webber's name. It was pretty hilarious what happened.
So Ron has already dropped the dime that he's going to be at PCA this year, and you're doing 2 exclusive cigars that will be dropping at PCA. All right. So are we the first ones to know that information?
Second.
Okay, so we're second. But you know what they say on Talladega nights. If you're not first, you're last. So
oh, thank you for that. I have no problem inhaling the fumes of somebody else's car, but I'll catch up.
So Jimmy, I believe this is now time for us to go ahead and kick it to you for Stogie Press News.
Yeah, let me give a quick rundown on last week on Stogie Press on what's new. And when we come back, we'll do a little, you can do some live lightning round with him and we'll have some fun with that. So this week, Stogie Press, I put out 3 reviews. The first one is the new CAO Pilon Añejo Robusto. This one here comes in at a 95. And
wow.
I ain't shitting about a 95. This is a fabulous cigar. It's $8.89 with notes of cocoa, dark chocolate, cocoa powder, dry leather, floral. It goes on and on. It's all over the flavor wheel, but it's very well balanced in those flavors as it goes through. It's an Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper with a Honduran binder and a Dominican and Nicaraguan filler. And it has a medium to full strength. Construction-wise, beautiful construction, veins on it, but nothing major. It's got kind of reddish brown wrapper, nicely packed, very nice burn, very nice ash, perfect burn cone. Okay, a little jagged there, but it fixed itself. So really nice cigar. Really enjoyed this. Get a chance to get your hands on this. This is definitely a box buy in my book. We also took a look at, there's a company called Clout Cigars. If you haven't been familiar, if you don't know this name, you might want to get to know them. Clout Cigars stands for it stands for Cigar Lovers Openly Uniting Together. And they have a mission, like everybody does, to bring people together around cigars. This particular cigar is a Brazilian Maduro with a San Andreas binder and a Dominican and Nicaraguan filler. It's an $11 cigar. They come in boxes of 20. It was actually released, I believe, back in 2020. Could be wrong. It might have been late 2020, early 2021. Had a really nice flavor profile. What was interesting about this cigar was orange. You don't always get cigars to give you that orange flavor. I'm not talking just orange citrus. It's got an orangey note to it. And that orangey note kind of played through the cigar the whole way through. Not only that, but when you look at the construction, oh, by the way, it also comes in a Toro and a Lancero. I sampled the Toro. Okay. And if you actually buy a box of these, they work out to be $9.50 a cigar by the box price. Beautifully constructed, But wait till you see this ash. This ash is signature ash, stacking dimes ash, beautiful burn line, just absolutely gorgeous. Can't ding them on that. It did fall, had a kind of a flat but very scented burn cone. Picked right back up. That ash dropped only twice through the whole journey. But this is giving me, it was a little harshness on the front, so they lost a point on the beginning of it. But that harshness lasted for just a little bit. And then you got this orange citrus that eventually just morphed into this nice orangey flavor. You had black pepper came in on top of that with some then vanilla cream that soothed things out. It swirled around the cocoa, the floral, the spice and caramel notes in the second third. You get nice natural sweetness as you moved into the final. This was a really nice cigar. I will say they also lost a point because near the end, it did start to burn a little hot, not to the touch, but to the palate. So the smoke got a little too hot, but it's an hour and 45 minute smoke, medium in strength, really nice cigar. Definitely check out this brand. I have some more of these I got to review. They have another blend called the Signature. So this is the Select. I'll be also looking at the Signature. And then today I just put out, this is coming from Caravan Cigar Company and Espinosa Cigars. This is a special cigar that they worked on together. Hector Alfonso being the blender on this, working with Brian Lewis, the owner of Caravan Cigars. This is an absolutely beautiful barber pole, okay? It's Candela, it's a nice Maduro. It's got this beautiful fuse cap, triple cap with a fuse tip on it. $8, okay? If you get them now, they're normally 10. You can go to Caravan Cigar Company and you get them. They'll be $8 for the next week or so. This has got some caramel, dark chocolate, fruit. It's got the grassy herbal notes coming from the Candela. It's got sweetness, red pepper flakes, and spice. And they call it fair warning because I'm going to tell you, when you first puff on this cigar, they gave you fair warning. That red pepper flake is in your face. It's in your face on the cold draw, and it's in your face on the initial puffs going through. So it's going to clean your nasals out real quick on a retrohale. It's a Brazilian Oscuro and Candela wrapper with a jalapa binder and an Esteli and Condega filler. This is flavorful without a doubt. All right. If you come down here, they come in two different sizes. This is the Toro Ribito, and then it's a box press, and then there's also a Robusto. You can just look at this beautiful cigar. Nice burn on it. Nice burn. Gets a little bit of an off burn there, but didn't need a touch up. Had a little offsetted burn cone when the ash dropped. Picked right back up. It cleaned itself up and going straight. Overall, really nice cigar. If you like Candela, this is highlighting that Candela. You're going to taste that Candela in this without a doubt. If you actually look at the foot, there's a little bit of greeniness in there. So I don't know, maybe they slipped some Candela in there for all I know. But overall, this is a really, really fine cigar. From the news, it was a really busy news week. Again, I expect the news to get even more intense between now and PCA. Our friends at Isabella Cigar Company and sponsor of Stogie Press has announced the release of their Pepperhead Mammoth limited edition. So if you remember their Mammoth that they came out with last year, they're now having the Pepperhead Mammoth. So you can check that one out. Drew Estate obviously has a slew of news that came out because they're releasing cigars at these different barn smokers. So they just announced their 2022 Liga Privada Year of the Rat. The Barton Tobacco and Trust, that's Steve Saka's company, has announced that they have a temporary window for new purveyor accounts. So he went on a hiatus opening accounts during the pandemic. But what happened was he's now had room. He opened it up. So anybody out there that wants to bring in any of Steve Soccer's line, you can contact Steve Soccer. He's got that open now for open up new accounts. STG, which is General Cigars, announced the El Rey De Mundo by Aj Fernandez. So I'm looking forward to this one. Joya de Nicaragua added a new numero uno Vitola exclusively for cigar for the Club de Amigos retailers. So Club de Amigos are those that are the best retailers for Joya de Nicaragua. So you could check that out if you go to those. I think they have a list of those on their site. But this is the new Latache, and they're going to be offering those only to the Club de Amigo retailers. Hoyo also announced the Ontario, Connecticut Lonsdale. So if you're a Ontario, Connecticut enjoyer, this is a great cigar in the morning without a doubt. And the Lonsdale just adds more to that line. Drew Estate announced the Liga Provider H99 Phineas Gage Lancero. This is going to be a Drew Diplomat program event exclusive cigar. So when they do events at Drew Diplomat retailers, this is going to be one of the cigars you get. I got one or two of these at the Barn Smoker as part of the swag package, and I smoked one of them. It's a really nice cigar. I'm looking forward to reviewing it. Drew Estate also, the big announcement was, what was the mystery cigar that they put out for Freestyle Live? They announced that it was the Nica Rustica. This is called the Adobe. This cigar I've got a sample pack at the Barn Smoker. So that comes in 3 different Vitolas. This is a really nice, inexpensive cigar. All the Nica Rusticas have always been inexpensive. One of the things Drew Estate prides itself on is making sure that they can take care of all the blue collar people that you don't have $30 to spend on a cigar, but you could still have a great cigar. And Nica Rustica is one of those lines. And this one knocked it out of the ballpark in everybody's opinion. Cigars for Warriors are celebrating their 10-year anniversary right now. So again, get out there if you can, support the troops, support Cigars for Warriors, drop off, donate cigars, write checks, whatever you can do to help them out. Remember, these people are in war zones and are fighting for our nation and for the fight for freedom around the world. Drew Estate also announced the limited edition Herrera Esteli Lanceros, again, as a Drew Diplomat program exclusive. So if you like Herrera Estelis, they have now a Lancero in that line. So General came out with something interesting. They came out with a Fireball Cinnamon cigar, and that Fireball Cinnamon cigar is just what it says. It tastes like fireballs. I think I mentioned that last week, so I'm done with the news part. And then we also pushed out last week's show with Nick Cirrus on LH Premium Cigars on taking it to the nub. So those are the news and reviews. And don't forget our latest sponsor, Don Many Cigars, prominently placed right here. You can always click on that and it'll take you right into their site where you can order their bundled cigars. So check them out, help them out, because they are that company in Ybor City is just amazing. His mother in La Ferrona Cigars. If you ever been there, you know what I'm talking about. All right, look at this.
So Jimmy, I rounded up the crew. So if you notice a couple of the people behind me, you got Ron and Sharif from Dallas Leaf from a couple weeks back. They were on the show. You got Ron Brown. He's this week's featured guest, RTB Cigars. And we also have the Conscious Cigar Ambassador here as well. So we are definitely in the presence of greatness here at Queen City Cigar Festival.
Look at that. And everybody is dressed in mostly white, so that's good.
It is an all white party, Jimmy, and we don't mean the other one.
Bowser Jimmy.
Right on, guys. So the party's just beginning. The VIPs are rolling in.
Yes.
Let's wrap the show up a little bit here with some lightning round questions for Ron. Kick it off.
Ron.
Yo, what's up? What's up?
So we always do this thing on Stogie Press where we ask you some fast press questions.
Okay.
All right.
Let's get it.
20-word answers or less, because the last one that we had on, he liked to give us a synopsis on everything. I'm talking crap about Nick. So yeah, if he's watching, tell him. We're gonna limit the answers to 20 words or less. Right. Jimmy, kick it off.
All right. Real simple. What was your worst date?
See, if I say it and she see this, I'm gonna get in trouble, man.
Oh, unless it's your wife.
Okay, look, it would be my prom date.
What happened?
Prom date.
I dropped her off back home and then went back out.
Okay.
All right. So, worst lounge experience ever.
I left the lounge and I couldn't hear because it was a party, not a lounge.
Ah, there you go. So do you like quiet lounges or medium? I mean, how do you like the noise level in a lounge?
No, it literally was a party. It was supposed to be a lounge, but it was a party. It was a bigger party than that at a room.
Oh. Shots fired.
No, Aroma, they like to party, okay? I mean, he'll tell you it's a party. But I mean, it was louder than that. And I was just like, dude, I can't stay here. I gotta go.
What was being in the music business? What is your top 2 genres of music?
What is my top genre of music?
Top 2.
Top 2? Fusion jazz and R&B.
All right. So, Ron, you said R&B and you said fusion jazz. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what the hell fusion jazz is. So give me somebody that I would look up on Apple iTunes tonight when I go back home. Who would I look up in the fusion jazz genre? Who's your favorite artist?
Chick Corea.
Oh,
Chick Corea.
Yeah, Chick Corea.
Chick Corea, the electric band, traditional jazz band. He's got all of them, man.
What is your favorite professional sport?
My favorite what?
Professional sport.
Soccer.
Wow, very cool. And then, of course, who's your favorite team?
In soccer?
Yeah.
Maybe the Charlotte team because I'm supporting hometown.
All right. Well, that's awesome. So there you go. There's Ron Brown. Now, if you haven't, Ron, what's your website?
Well, what you do is you go to Instagram, RTB_cigars for Instagram, RTB space cigars for Facebook, and then just rtbcigars@gmail.com. Hit me up, follow me. Got some really big news coming, some really big things happening. I'm just really in a great place, and I'm fortunate and blessed. And, you know, all I can do is continue to be me, and blessings will continue to follow.
All right. So we're going to close the show here, but before we close it out, I'll just make sure that I thank all the sponsors and the viewers that are watching this now and in the future for supporting Stogie Press, support RTB Cigars, small brands, my jam, make it happen. I want to see people being successful in this business. We'll close it here, but before we do, walk us through what we see right now.
Absolutely. So, Ron, say goodbye to the folks. Ron's gonna go get him a drink.
Yeah, and I'm going to get my glass and take these shades off.
And
Thank you, Boss Jimmy. I appreciate you, man.
No
Thanks,
problem, bro.
so I'm gonna stay away from the music so that the people can actually hear me. But what I will do is I'll pan around. There are people that are starting to get here. They're filling in slowly but surely. But we have a live band. It is an all-white party. It is sponsored by Villiger Cigars tonight. So all of our VIPs are getting a Villiger cigar sampler as they walk in. We also have the 360 camera set up. So everybody that comes in is gonna have an opportunity to have their picture taken on the 360 camera. There's gonna be open food. It will be a cash bar. But the highlight of the evening for Queen City Cigar Fest, as I pan around, is being able to take in this beautiful city that we have here in Charlotte, North Carolina.
So there's grass growing on top of that?
This is AstroTurf that they have down here. So Charlotte is really big on taking and maximizing urban space and trying to keep it green space. So there's an initiative here in the city that gives companies and buildings money for keeping a certain amount of the top of their buildings green, solar powered, different things like that, to try to help cut back on CO2 emissions and different things like that. So there's a lot of these buildings that have a lot of green space and stuff like that on top of it.
Yeah, so get some photos, get some video, do whatever you can, and hey, we'll catch you on the flip side later in the week. Enjoy. What are you smoking? Oh, a 20.
You already know our good friends over at Drew Estate with the Acid 20th Connecticut.
Nice. All right. That's it, folks. You all have a good day, and we'll see you later, Q. Have a great time, man. I'm looking forward to the article.
Love you, Jimmy. Thank you for everything, bro.
Take care.